Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. I am so grateful that you guys are listening, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate the support. And in this one, I wanted to speak to you guys about purpose. I've been getting a lot of comments and questions from my viewers on my YouTube channel, from subscribers on or followers on my website. In general, I get this question quite often: what is my purpose in my life? And for that individual, they feel confused about it. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing on this planet, if there is something. And they feel like the universe isn't sending them any signs or signals, because I speak about that a lot. I feel like this is my belief system that if you're supposed to be doing something on this planet, the universe is probably giving you massive signs and signals that you're probably ignoring, because it's easier to ignore them than to listen to them. And so a lot of people message me saying, no, the universe is not sending me any signals, no signs, nothing at all. I'm just sitting here on an island by myself, all bereft and nothing to do with the universe. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with myself. And I feel lost and I want some direction. Can you tell me what I'm supposed to be doing in my life? Or can you tell me how I can figure that out? And it's really interesting because I saw a meme recently where, this person was asking the same exact question to the universe. She's asking, universe, what do you think I'm supposed to be doing with my life? What's my purpose in my life, right? And then the second panel says, the universe sends her all of these signals, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and sends her all of these signs and pointers. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This thing, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And in the last panel, she says, well, I guess I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in my life, even though she sees that panel and she sees those pointers. I guess I'll just drift through my life pretending like I have no idea what I'm doing in my life. That's what she ends up saying. And I feel like I did that for the longest time, and I feel like a lot of people do this on this planet quite often. Especially because, and for me, the main reason was that it is scary to live your purpose. It's actually one of the scariest things you can do on this planet is to realize what your purpose is, to see it clearly, to take direction from the universe, who is sending you these directions all the time, to nod and acknowledge the universe, saying, okay, cool, I get it. I get it. Stop sending me messages. I get this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to make this happen, to actually take steps to make it happen, and then to live your purpose. And even while you're living your purpose, every single day is mired in doubt, anxiety, and fear, wondering if you're actually doing the right thing, wondering if this is the right path for you, wondering if, what are you doing with your life, right? It's actually quite hilarious to me because I know what my purpose in my life is finally. I knew it for the longest time. The universe was sending me pointers, and it would send me all these signs and signals, basically in writing, saying, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be a writer. You're a creator. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to share your ideas with the world. Do it now. Go for it. I've given you the ideas. I've given you your purpose. Go and do it now. And instead of actually doing it, I just sat in doubt forever. I did not want to listen to that because I was like, no way, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe it's something different. Maybe I'm supposed to be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, and I'm supposed to make millions of dollars and really satisfy my parents and make them happy. Or maybe I'm supposed to get married to a really rich guy and take care of his 10 kids or something like that. All of these random nonsensical ideas came into my head, and I tried them out. I tried this idea, I tried that idea. Nothing really fit with me. I always felt this inner tension that told me that it wasn't right for me. And I'd quit and I'd try something else, and I'd quit and I'd try something else. And all of the while, the same time, the universe is like, well, I told you that's not what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This thing here, right here. And I'd look at it and I'd be like, it looks so difficult. I'm too afraid to take the plunge. I'm afraid that that might be the real thing that I'm supposed to be doing. But what if I try? And what if I fail miserably? And what if? And so I went on this journey for 10, 15 years where I would go to job coaches and I would go to life coaches and I would go try out a billion different things and I would go read 100 self-help books. And I would always get the same answer. It's so funny because all of my job coaches, all of my life coaches told me the same thing, that eventually you're going to be a motivational speaker, that's your thing, that you like sharing your ideas, that you're a creative person, that you need to write books, you need to share your ideas on video. on audio, all of that. I got told this over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, it was kind of insane how often I got told this. And so I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm getting all these ideas, and I'm like, no, it's too difficult, it's too scary. And it was too scary for me. I really wanted to go forth and do it, but I was afraid. And so what I decided was to dilly-dally and to distract myself and to go and do all these other things for 10, 15 years. Eventually, I read the book, The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. If you haven't read that book, it literally is my Bible. I love him and I love that book. So go get it, The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And I read the book and I realized what I was doing. I had resistance and I was running away from what I really wanted to do because it was so fearful and so fear-inducing. And the next day I went to my work, I quit my job, I started working on what I wanted to do, and here I am 3 years later, 4 years later almost. This happened in April 2016. And so it hasn't been a long time for me either. And I empathize with you guys, and I empathize with every person who messages me saying this exact thing. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. I beg to differ. I'm pretty sure that the universe is sending you signs and signals, perhaps faintly, perhaps not as strongly as it sent me the signs and signals, perhaps as strongly as the universe sent me signals. I mean, it's literally telling me the same thing over and over again for 10 years. And I sat there thinking, twiddling my thumbs and thinking, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing myself. I guess I'll just go get my master's. I guess I'll just go and travel the world. I guess I'll just go and get into a relationship with a long-term relationship that might end up in marriage. I guess I'll just go and have a lot of random meaningless sex with a lot of people, right? And so I did all of these things. It was fine, it's good. You know, I need perhaps to go on that journey, and that's okay. I learned a lot about myself. I grew stronger and bolder and braver. But eventually I could not dismiss the call of my purpose. I could not dismiss the universe anymore. It was basically like the universe was speaking up in my ear over and over again. This is your purpose, this is your purpose, this is your purpose, like a parrot, yeah? And eventually I was like, all right, I can't take it anymore. I'm just gonna have to take the plunge. And I think that's what happens with every person on this planet who eventually cannot take that misery anymore, that tension within themselves. That is a tension created from the parallel paths. Basically, you're supposed to be on this path here, and instead of being on that path, you're here on a parallel path, far, far away from what you're supposed to be doing, because you're afraid. And I know that fear. I know it myself very clearly. I still feel it. I still wonder to myself, am I really supposed to be doing this? Maybe I should just quit all this and go back to a 9-to-5 job. This is really not a stable life to live. What am I doing with myself? Everyone else seems to be loving their 9-to-5 job and doing a great job with it. Why am I living this random life? What is this all about? What if I die and I don't ever succeed and I never make anything happen? What if I never write a good book or I never create a video that goes viral? What if? And so I still feel that doubt. I still feel that fear. And why I wanted to share this with you is because I wanted to remind you guys that the main reason how I think we can really understand our purpose and get the signs and signals that the universe is sending our way is through stillness. What I started doing was meditating a lot. And when I started meditating a lot, that's when I was still enough and quiet enough where the voice of the universe could really pipe up and say, you're making a big mistake. I have been telling you this for a long time. This is your purpose. Why aren't you listening to me? It's okay. I'll take care of you. I know it's scary, but I'm here for you. It's a friendly universe. I love you. I'm going to take care of you. Just take the plunge. Just go into the abyss and I will be there to hold you and take care of you. And so eventually I got the message clearly and I realized it's okay. The universe will take care of me. Yes, it's scary, but it is there for me. And I took the plunge and it was there for me. Everything worked out perfectly, synchronistically. I went to Chiang Mai. Out of all the different places in the world, I discovered new places, new things, new people, new ideas. I started working on my channel. I started doing this and that, and now I'm here. But eventually I'm sure I'm going to get to a point where I'm like, yeah, I lived my purpose and it feels good, even though it was so scary. And I want you guys to realize that the universe is probably sending you the signal as well. Perhaps you have been still and quiet enough and you are getting the message, but you're afraid. And my second message to you guys is, yeah, everyone's afraid. Right? You're not this only special one. Every single person on this planet who's taking the plunge, who's living their life the way it's meant to be, perhaps, who's living their purpose, is afraid. You think people are just plunging into the unknown, into the abyss without any fear? No. Everyone feels the fear. Everyone on this planet feels the fear. They take the plunge because the universe has told them over and over again that this is their purpose, and if they don't do it, they're going to regret it when they die. And that moment of death is coming closer and closer as we get older, and it's going to get faster and faster and faster, and eventually you're going to die and you would not have lived your purpose, even though the universe told you what it was. So my recommendation to you is be still, be quiet as much as possible, do the meditation, and figure it out for yourself. What is the universe telling you? It might be something really random and you're thinking to yourself, there is no way that's my purpose. Just try it. You don't have to quit your job completely like I did. Don't completely do that. Perhaps just try it as a side business or a side hobby or something you do 1 hour a week, 1 hour a month, whatever it might be. Just start doing it. Just start working on it and see how your life transforms and how your inner world transforms. Because now I don't hate myself for not listening to the universe all of those years and for pretending like my life was something else when it actually was this. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope I was able to explain myself to you. It's such an important topic to me. I wish I could just talk about it all day long to everyone on this planet. So that's why I guess I do talk about it a lot. If you have any questions, obviously comment below. And thank you again. I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.